Good morning. Emptiness here, emptiness there. All what one wants, desire profoundly can be called tranquility, peace, love. One tries hard going so far, always searching a cause so far. It's just here. It's not personal. It's just here. So, if that cannot be taken at once, let that one go back from where it came, beyond the womb, of course. Knowing also that it is an illusory movement, but the movement to believe that one went out may be so real, so strong, that it may for a while take the counter movement of removing the belief, I am out, I'm separated. So just remain where you are, or just go back from where I come from. That's all I know. Why not? You know, since you are right here, something is very clear. The scriptures are the best way to teach. The best way to teach, it looks to me. They have a way which is, we can say, impeccable. So I understand why many study, because the direction is perfect. But it has to be studied by someone who knows what he reads, isn't it? And some, like me, it looks, we learned through a wise man, a wise being, through all what he was expressing, which comes from here, and through living with that person, because many things are also not said, which are also obvious. But it points out to exactly the same. So I'm happy to hear.
Can I say something before?
Sure.
Even if one studies the scriptures,
Yeah.
if one is not close to a master, it will never work.
Yeah, believe so. Sure.
It will never work.
Yeah, it has to be a master who knows what he reads.
Because in the end, the scriptures, they are the thoughts of the masters.
Yes.
So
They are not books to learn. It is books. It is written to follow the direction, and the ultimate direction is just don't swallow anything anymore. Keep quiet where you already are, isn't it? Okay, great.
So, I was going to say a mantra that I liked very much, but now it came to me a story.
Okay, whatever.
So maybe I go for the story, and then if you want, I'll tell the mantra later.
You will say both.
So there's an interesting story about a master and a disciple. So the disciple had this task of letting the cows go every morning and then bringing them home. One day, when he brought the cows, there were no ropes to tie them. So he was not knowing what to do. So he went to his master and said, the master said, no problem. As though you have a rope, tie them. They won't know. So he found it a little bit strange, but he went, and as though he was having a rope, he put around them, and as though he was tying to a wooden something, and they stayed. He found it marvelous. He went and said to the master, Master, they stayed. Okay. And then the morning, he went to take them out, but they were not coming. So he went to the master and he said, Master, they are not coming. The master said, did you untie them? Master, they are not tied. Yes, you know that, they don't know. As though if they are tied, you go and untie them. So we went there, and as though if they were tied, untied them. And after that, we went. So then the master said to him, in the same way you are with me.
So good. So good.
So that's bondage and liberation.
Yes. Amazing. Very nice. So, and maybe I need a chai. And, you also? You want a chai?
I'm having.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you have also something, a text or?
Yeah, I can. There's one from a mantra from Kaivalya Upanishad. I like it very much. Mayeva sakalam jatam, may sarvam pratishtitam, may sarvam layam yati, tad brahma dvayasmyaham. May sarvam sakalam jati. All this world arises in me. Mai in me, sarvam pratishtitam. All this is established in me. Mai sarvam layam yati. In me everything dissolves. That Brahma, Advayam, not subject to division, I am.
Indeed, you need a master to convey that. But beautifully said. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, the so-called problem is always to feel separate, divided, through experiences, through comparisons, through ideas of ideals you can never reach. Yeah. So one should not listen to his mind. Which is also an appearance as mind, otherwise it is that itself. Any question, any clarity more? Please, it's your space. Don't feel shy, and don't think I may be there just after Satsang. Hi.
I had accepted that wish that I might be able to speak with you after Satsang, so that's why I felt like you were talking to me right now. At the moment it's still hard for me to find a question that I have, but I feel very lost in my overall situation right now.
In what? In your life?
In my overall situation, yeah, I feel like I cannot make a living, and I feel a separation between my seeking for a spiritual life and the need to sustain myself with making money, and every time I offer what I feel to be my gifts, I end up finding it cannot be true as long as I'm not there, as long as I am not who I really are. How to explain that?
Yeah, it's a bit confusing. First of all, whatever you give, if it is the best you can do, you give at the feet of a master, whatever it means for you. Means somewhere you trust. If, of course, you are still wondering where to trust, it's another thing. If you found where to trust, don't think that the devotees would just give themselves, what does it mean? To be open to what's said, it's no more their affair. It's given, isn't it? The best is given. So you boycott your gift while thinking too much. It's not your affair. After all, you come to be relieved from your mind. Whatever your mind presents. So what remains?
If you
You give that too. What remains?
there's a knowing, there's a knowing deep
There
down.
is no knowing. You give it. Because it is about freeing yourself from all what you carry. So whenever you see that something rises, give it. And just keep quiet. At the moment you give it, you have, what do you have in hand? Nothing for a moment, just nothing. So just be there. Then something will rise again probably. Till the rising is no more a disturbance, do that. These are the meanings of those images of a devotee flat at the feet of the Master. Flat, you know. And the excuse to be busy with life and all that, I understand, but there is no excuse, because you see, this flat moment is not flat. It's not. I mean, this empty moment can be stolen anywhere, at any time.
There's such a heaviness
Yes,
right now.
give it.
How?
Like that, you see. Each time you speak, you vomit it. I'm sorry to say. Good, you said it. Then the moment you see, don't you see that you bring something? So I cannot be that something, because otherwise I cannot express it. I am not what I can describe. So don't play with what you describe, with what you offer or express. Don't play with that. It's given to leave you if you don't catch it. The essential is to realize that I am always there, from where all those things go on changing and presenting themselves. That moment. All the teaching is to come to that self-acknowledgement of that moment, of being freed from whatever rises and falls. It's not to work with what comes.
to burn. Some fire.
You started what?
To burn. There's some fire here. There's this idea that I am searching for it. There is a search.
You are searching.
Yeah, no. Actually, it's totally wrong because it's the opposite. It is as if truth is searching me.
I don't understand anything. Is truth searching? No, tell me, I will understand you, but I need maybe one more sentence.
It's not about finding it, right? It's about it being found.
No, the two, huh? You will not find it, because who is there?
It will find me.
Hmm?
It will find me. As if
What for?
to
It doesn't need to find you. Why?
But there's an apparent dissolution when it finds me. Right?
There is an apparent
It's
dissolution
like
of...
it finds me and it's like light
Okay.
over ignorance, right?
It finds
Light.
you, and then you dissolve. You have the feeling to dissolve.
Isn't it?
No, is it what I tell? It finds you, and then you have the experience, you dissolve. Is it that you say?
Yes.
Okay. Then let the dissolution go away. Where are you? You stop too early. You stop at the dissolution.
Yeah, because in this story I'm identifying as the one being dissolved.
In this story, you are what?
I'm the one dissolving.
Yes, I know, but that's a one too much.
Yes, yes.
So I say
Yes.
don't stop at the experience of dissolution.
Oh, there's no other movement.
Says whom? You stop too early. Then you can always speak.
I share something about this merging, because I was praying for many years to be merged, and I did not really understand what I was praying for, but I had some idea about it. Yesterday I was listening to Satsang with Papaji, and it became so clear that this individuality is itself arising, knowing that you know that you are individual. So I just let this knowing fall back to where it came from, and then I realized that the only thing that is merging is this idea of individuality.
Wonderful.
So it gave me a different understanding of what means to merge.
It's not an understanding.
No, you have to do, but I don't know how to say otherwise.
Wonderful.
Yes.
You see, as long as an experience looks essential, you maintain I as an individual. So even all those experiences, because you believed you are created as a reality, you will, in the journey of searching who you are, you will experience its opposite. I'm disappearing. I am on the way to, or I am disappearing. And then this experience, you make it the real one. This is it. No, it's just linked to the illusion that you were created. So it is together. That's duality, you see, creation, dissolution. But it's exactly belonging to the same I am someone. So I don't say that this experience of dissolution is, it happens. But don't stop there. Don't stop there. Let it disappear. And like this, I disappears too. But let nobody know that or catch that. Otherwise, again, doesn't matter, I is fooling himself. Too many testimonies called glimpses or realization of the self are based on that disappearance. And then I tell you, they are fact, because or they will lie to themselves to make effort to prove that they live that all the time, or they will be in trouble, but they will not tell, because you cannot fall from that high whatever. So no experience will do. Let them leave you. Let them go. It's not in your hand to know what you will experience, but let them all leave you. Or know that it is I, as a someone who is born, who lives that. So that's enough also. If you know what is what, it's also enough. If there is any question about that, it's a good time to ask. Spirituality is based on this. I disappeared. I am that. What? I always have been that before the disappearance. Yes, please.
Here we always talk about I, but I've experienced more than I am I, and maybe that's the dissolution people here also talk about. I've experienced not that I am that, but that we are that. Like this consciousness will be just a part of a common consciousness. That also is not very different from the plant and the forms. But here we always bring it back to I.
What brings always back to I?
This consciousness, this also what we talk here is always I am that. But I feel
but when you
that,
say I am that, I is not there. It's because we have to pronounce, or we have just whatever, I don't know. There is no problem with that sentence, I am that, but it's not the same I who says I am that. There is no I there. And when you base yourself in the dissolution or disappearance, I am that is really I. The experiencer. Yeah, so of course, what to do? So, is it clear for you what I say or not?
yes.
Okay, then it's gone. It's in the interviews, you see that a guru may say, I am that. Somebody may ask, who are you? It's an interview. than to blow the mind of that guy, maybe say, I am that. Otherwise, you see, that one may not say ever, I am that. It just lives in silence for himself. I mean, it's like, that's why you see, one has to study all those sentences with a one who knows.
We're back to the same that
Yeah.
Miguel said.
Yeah. Hi.
I have a question about experiences, because
Sure.
I realized that I'm a person, I really like to be busy with life,
Yes.
and I really like to have different experiences
Yes.
and to feel different emotions, but I tend to get lost in it when it's too much, and I was wondering, how can I experience life but find more peace and more grounding in it? This movement of life.
I don't know, you have to ask somebody else. I have no idea. I don't think there is anybody who doesn't know what you say, to be lost. So, hi.
I try to explore, to let go the need to feel a state of non-identification. Because there is this a huge desire to grasp, to come back, to stay in it. So I understood, only my mind wanted, my as Claire. So in this exploration, it seems something is more quiet, of course, more large, more spacious, and I wonder now how it is to live from that invitation, how it is to keep on not grasping anything.
Who said you it was not grasping anything or grasping nothing or something? Nobody knows what's going on. But there is no question anymore about anything.
Yes, for me there is still a struggle.
In appearance, there can be anything. But it doesn't raise a question of how I am identified or how to go out of that or something like that.
Is it like a big passions with oneself? Some kind of passions?
I don't know. It appears sometimes, yes. I don't know. I really don't know. But what I know is when something looks like too much. This much I know. The rest I don't know.
I have another question. In the last satsang, when I was here, you talked about that we all have energy inside of us, and that energy gives us power, and that we should guide it in a way that is always good and good for all.
It's a good wish, yeah.
So, I was wondering, how can we know if it's for the good of all, and if it's egoistic and not good?
When you hurt someone, is it good?
No.
You know it then. You know what's good. You know very well what's good. Trust at least. Trust that at least.
It's just sometimes we do something and we think it's good.
Of course, but that shows the relativity of your intention.
Thank you.
There we have historical examples of people trying to do the best, like missionaries and all that, and they, you know the results. Historical examples. Yeah. You see, be careful with beliefs. I believe I am the new Messiah. I would be very careful. He wanted to. Someone wanted. It's over. Any question you would like to ask while you read maybe an inspiring quote or you heard something? Anything you would like to hear? Welcome. Sometimes I'm like you, I don't find anything. Doesn't matter. Let's imagine Papaji reappears. For me, he's important, maybe someone, the most important one, just reappears in front of you. And he was gone or dead already, so you said, oh, I should have asked this question. So which one you would ask? I ask myself. For example, Papaji reappears in front of me. What I would ask him. You can do the same and then we tell it. Other mic, please.
So my question is, what is this I? That was what I was thinking I would ask.
First
Because
of
it
all,
makes no sense to me.
yeah,
I.
first of all, it's Ramana who said so.
Yeah.
So it was his way, maybe to show that it was something else than I or whatever. I don't know. Myself, I wondered, but it doesn't matter. Maybe he wanted not to repeat, I am that. And also, if you say I, say I. Okay, you don't go further. So there is no quality glued. And anyway, it disappears at some point also. More than that, I don't know. Many things I don't know. You see, that's a good example also to show, okay, we trust, generally everybody trusts Ramana. So he said, I. Must be something, no? And, but you see, there are indications. If you stay in the I, it could look absurd suddenly, strange. Then the question comes. But it's an indication. It's just like, for example.
Did he speak English?
Yes.
I did. It's not the translation necessarily.
No. He was quite educated, you know, it's amazing. Well, at least nobody said so. And nobody else will say so. So I wanted to know, in Sanskrit, Koham, is it who am I?
Yes.
You know that the Kohan, in this Chan lineage, means, yes,
Oh, wow.
yes, but not with that question, but that the function of that question. It's funny, huh? Anyway.
Wow.
No, that's too low for me. Yeah.
I feel like there is an inner talk inside of me.
Yeah.
That it's like I hear you always telling me, you are it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I just see how more and more what does it mean to create platforms, you know, like I start to really, like, I don't know, it's not about starting, I just know that I always like, from where do you see that? This sentence is very strongly with me, like with anything that I will, because I is trying, sometimes I see that I still tries, tries to understand, but then the moment I see it, I stop and from where do you see that? From where And so I start to, I see that I can create so much imagination around how does it look like. You know? And then why I'm telling you this, because there is something, I just tell you this, you know.
You mean there is still not a rest, or what?
There is both somehow, like this keeping quiet, this extraordinary thing that it comes, I feel like I can understand it in different layers somehow, in the different places.
There is no different layers.
But not in the sense of just, yes, like I just tell you like this, that sometimes I totally...
Yes, and sometimes the time appears and it makes sometimes differently. Nothing wrong with that. It comes all from the same, it is the same. Is there a question?
Because I had a dream that you told me to speak, and then when you said that I
No, but it's good to speak,
Yes,
why not? I mean,
yes.
of course. Of course. But then now I ask, is there a question there? You find that this is too much or not?
Yes.
Why? Why?
Why?
Why?
You want-
Because you want to have it always. You just let go. Let go of how you would love that it appears. But you see, if that is there, it means there is still someone. Because if there is someone, there is a preference. There is no way out. I don't think anybody lives without preferences. Huh? So look at that. Don't make a problem with the expression of that. Don't make of who you are. Don't make it a problem. The poor fellow, he has to express. And in the expression, automatically there will be some you prefer than not. But if you know that, it's just as it is. Now, if they write, it has been fellow, you know, fellow, why? So, Nataraj, you don't say anything.
I'm trying to be here.
Yes. But you don't. What's going on? Nataraj. It's dancing Shiva, no Nataraj? The dancing Shiva. Why suddenly is represented like this? So that we don't stick to the quiet Shiva, meditative one. Everything is Shiva. They don't put Buddha dancing. It's an error. Totally a mistake.
Ganga.
Yes, sir. You have the mic, please. That's another thing.
I think I just want to talk to you.
Yes, yes, but it doesn't come. How come? I'm happy. I'm happy. It means not much, it's not so important what rises, maybe. Oh, tell me. Is it so?
It's not. As soon as I start, then it just goes.
Yes. Yes. So, so you keep quiet there? Oh. You're just there.
I'm sorry?
Just there. So there is also nothing wrong to express. If there is a doubt, that's different, because then the mind creates something which will be too much. But if it is just expressing, you can't help to express also. And some very well, at least in the books who tell the stories, some they just express through silence. And some are very talkative. But it doesn't matter, it is an expression. Silence also is an expression.
Thank you, Ganga.
Thank
you
you.
so much.
It's my joy to see that.
All the masters are here, aren't they? When you said if we imagined that the master, the one that we would most want to see, would reappear, but they're all here, aren't they?
Hi.
So I just felt like saying hi. And also because back in time when I was studying these teachings, I could easily make it into something. So I felt that kind of fear again around, like, you know, making it into something and
Yeah.
something to get or whatever.
Yeah, it's good you see that. It's your luck. So what happens today?
What happens today? I think, okay, let's say regarding these teachings.
First of all, teaching. There are not so many teachings.
This teaching.
Teachings. Teaching. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the point. I would like to approach
Yeah.
this teaching
Yeah.
in a way that is more intimate.
Mm-hmm.
Because back in time I was starting to make it into something and
Studying what?
make it into something and, you know, get addicted to states and feeling ashamed and all this.
Okay, up and downs.
Uh-huh.
Ups and downs. Yeah,
And getting
okay.
too caught up in that. And what I, of course, know is that it's not about some teaching. It's,
Yeah.
you know, it's about my inner journey, my inner path in life.
Inner
You know,
patterns.
like inner, what do you say, inner experience.
Okay, but that leads to a problem. Because inner obliges you to believe in the outer. I don't play with words. If you speak of inner, there will be a problem with the outer. So try to speak without this comparison. What's your experience? Tell me. The more essential experience.
That would maybe be a sense of feeling shut down.
To shut down.
Yeah, like a shutdown of vitality in some ways.
Yeah, but you see, so to me it looks you have been stuck in the opposite experience than what's before. You shut down because you thought you were running somewhere, or you were expressing too much or whatever things. So you shut down, but it's an experience. So it will come, that experience, of course, because if you, in fact, from the outer movement, if you go into the inner, that's why this is justified with your experience, with your inner movement. But don't stop there. Let it let it go by itself. And what's essential is where you are left. It is not in what you experience. It's where you are left. And don't make it a something. Now you will be aware of that. You will be vigilant with that. Stop at one. Or don't go there. Or know it. It's the same.
Short story, what actually happened was that, when there was a time when there was a lot of intensity around a search.
Yeah.
And it became that obsession.
Yeah.
And led to, actually, nervous breakdown, almost. Actually, yeah, in fact, nervous breakdown. And after that, after the recovery, it's been a little bit like, it's fine, I'm fine. And yet, I know the teaching hasn't really taken hold of me.
Yeah, sure.
So when I talk with you now, it's like, okay, so how am I even going to receive that without getting into the kind of like I have to get it?
No. You will never get it. Forget about those ideas. And when you say I am fine, it's a way to accept that you are a bit relieved and okay, all is fine. It has nothing to do with what is indicated here. Huh? Okay, you agree? Okay, fine. So, you never left what one searches. You never left it. It's always there. The moment you are not busy with the comments of your mind. Where are you when you don't follow anything, any movement of your mind? Where are you? It's split seconds, you see, don't try to make it a long period. It just see, where are you? What comes spontaneously?
I am here.
But you mean what? Your body or what? What do you mean by that? Just tell me. I can accept what you say, but just tell me what you mean.
There is a sense that the consciousness is more than my body.
Okay, but you see, the sense of is like a small loop. A small loop. I have the sense of or of. So you base yourself on I have the sense of. So you just remove I have the sense of and be what you expressed. You are it already. It doesn't need a I to have a sense of. That's all. All the rest which comes is to make that a something. No, thank you.
There's still an image in the mind from the past of.
Don't go so far. You see an image? Basta. Yes, yes. Because you see, time, never trust the time. More you go into the time, more tricky it is. Just be quick.
Thank you.
Yes. What?
There's just something that's too much.
Hmm?
There's just something that's too much. Like
Okay.
what's too much? Now.
Okay, you see it?
Yes. Okay.
And now, is there anything too much?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. You see, if you care about the appearance, then you can say all your life there is something too much. Because then it's the mind who cares. It will go on. It will go on. But you will not feel it's too much, which is great. Only if the mind catches it, then it's way too much.
I just feel so much gratitude, and even if I could change my life to be with Papa Yogaram, I would not change it with anyone else. So to be here. Thank you.
So it's me again, sitting here in despair, like feeling so disconnected from what I'm hearing, feeling like I seem to just not understand what life is all about, what the trust in I am that.
Okay, you trust. Trust.
Then I observe everything.
No,
else.
then you don't trust.
Okay. And how does trust work?
Just know that when you start to say something, you know you don't trust I am that. You can continue if it is, you cannot do otherwise. But always come back to I trust I am that. that will work in you.
At the moment, I just feel like everything is like running wild, like everything is.
Because you look at the mind who says, I'm not that. Okay, you describe sometime. Where do you go back after that? I am that. Immediately. As soon as you are aware of that. Immediately. Leave things unfinished. Who cares? Immediately. You see, when you die, you will always have something you have not fulfilled and finished in life. Don't care. Immediately, you die. And you don't die then. Because you don't die in something. Otherwise, you will die. There is always something unfinished, unfulfilled. So don't care. What is important is to be freed from the tyranny of the mind, who tells you always something more to do, something more to experience, oh la la, and something this and something that. Fuck off. And if you cannot say that to yourself, break your head, try everything else. You will come back to this, I tell you. You will come back to this. I'm very happy that you can trust I am that. Introduce it more in your life. Okay? Don't say okay to me. Okay to you. Yeah? Okay.
I feel like I do not have any power left for that fight, but I think that's exactly what it's about, to stop that fight inside of myself.
You stop the fight when you say I am that. Yeah, I know it's 11. Something else? Yes? Okay.
Sometimes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
If I sit in emptiness for a very long time, sometimes I get these very difficult headaches. And I don't know if I
Who
should
can
continue
sit
in that.
long time in emptiness? It's a torture. In emptiness, there is nobody sitting. And if you sit, it's a torture. It will not work more than a split second, maybe. So your interpretation was not good, and you listened to your interpretation.
than 1 second. I am surprising no more than 1 second in the emptiness.
Try and then you will understand. Yeah, it's funny. You see that second, if we speak of time, is always available. Where are you otherwise? In the past, in the future. Present, I don't think it even exists in time. Yeah. And past and future, what is it? Stories, objects, something. Future also. Thank you very much.